Hello and welcome. My name is DYC89 and I present to you Monster Hunter World Iceborne. Okay, so this is a beta that was already available before, where you could fight the Great Jagras, Nargacuga, Rathalos, then Bamboros, the Ice Shark. I'm sorry, I forgot your name, buddy. Biotaros, something like that, and Tigrex. And now they released the beta again, but you can fight the new Elder Dragon, Velkhana. Now, I want to keep this commentary short. I just want to run through a little bit of my strategy on finding her, and then just let the video play itself. Because I fought her like 3 times the moment the beta was available, got my ass kicked because either well, not ass kicked per se, it's just that the time limit screwed me over. I would get up, get smack, heal, get up, smack, get heal, and that wastes time. And I had a lot of healing, so I could definitely just survive the battle and fight her. But the freaking time, and I already knew this was gonna be something that would frustrate me a lot because time limit in video game has always been something that's frustrating to me. It's been a while actually since I've run out of time in Monster Hunter or in any other games because they slowly stopped doing that. Like measuring a difficulty by the amount of time you are given. Unless you're playing Mario Maker. Then time's up is probably your death sentence. Or pushing you to do reckless things. Anyway, so I was like, okay, I don't want to get too frustrated with this. I gave it a day. Now on Saturday, I watched a couple of clips in the morning of how people were basically speed running this, and to my surprise, people were beating her at best 8 minutes or less, and at worst 9 minutes. So there was a lot of strategies out there, and I started to notice a pattern on what I could do to improve. Now, obviously, these guys are really good at the game. They're really good at the weapons they use. I'm a great sword guy, and I did saw a dude beating Velkhana with a great sword, and I basically did follow that strategy. But again, I'm not perfect, so I just know the concept of the strategy, and then I do it myself. So as you noticed at the beginning of the video, I just got all the items that are important for this fight. In fact, that's another thing I kind of don't like. I would like to have my custom radio menu, so I can just select the items that I need quickly. I can't do that here because you can't save presets, and setting up your radio menu would just waste time, which you don't have. If you're like a casual player like me, you really need every second on this fight. And I got rid of the Palico, because in order for this strategy to work, which is basically a hit and run, and also something I do when fighting against Kushala Daora, is that in fact, they're very similar. I think a lot of people already said that and were quite worried that Velkhana was just gonna be a ice Kushala, which for the most part kind of is. I mean, they do share the same body type, but Velkhana definitely fights much more differently, and to be honest, she is more fun than fighting Kushala, because Kushala's wind is just annoying, and sometimes even if you equip wind resist, you can only really stop Kushala if you're wearing Kushala's full armor set that stops the black winds from pushing you. I always find those fights annoying. But Velkhana here is fun, and even if you flash her out of the sky, she doesn't stay stunned, which is something similar to what Lunastra does. You can't really flash these monsters. They do flail around, but you don't knock them down like Teostra or Kushala. So props on the Monster Hunter developers, or whoever's designing these battles. They did a great job in making this fight fun. It's challenging because she definitely has a move set that will pose a challenge for any hunter, but in this scenario they just took it like an extra notch and just made it frustrating. And for anyone trying to beat her, it just really applied a very rough a very rough challenge. It's possible, I mean, it definitely is, but again, for the casual player, oof. Thankfully, the strategy here again is just hit and run. You have to take away the palico because what you don't want is for Velkhana to be distracted doing these moves that basically cover both the palico and you, which wastes time because she tends to like fly up in the air, shoot ice on the ground, and makes like 3 ice pillars. And the thing is, if you're too close to her, like below her, she's gonna jump up and do that move. Especially when there's a lot of people are surrounding her, because that's like her get away from me move. And I like that type of analysis because I like treating this like a fighting game. And because even monsters show that type of like behavior. When they knock you down, they're already throwing another move, which is what they call a meaty, so that while you're trying to stand up, you get hit, and then most likely get stunned, and they'll hit you again and kill you. So it's kind of funny to treat these fights like a fighting game, and in a way that's that's what I really like about this game, because it's just a matter of understanding the monster, of what they can do, what moves they use, or what spaces are safe, what move you can punish. And like this move is throwing her tail at me, and I'm trying to hit her head, but I know that if I don't hit the head, she's gonna do the move again and hit me, or do that spin attack. So basically, I'm just in this mid-range. I'm kind of close to her, but not a lot. So I'm just waiting for a move that I can punish, like this lunging bite. I can punish that. I know she does that tail stab twice, and sometimes 3 times, but most of the time it's only 2, and I can hit the head. Then there's these ice blast that if she's enraged she'll do 2. If she's not enraged she'll do 1, but it allows me to smack her head. Then she also has this other move where she again does the same ice blast, but it's a little slower, and her beam is bigger. But if I'm running and dodging, I can get that hit. But even knowing all of this, the time limit was just frustrating me so much. In fact, here you're watching me trying to shoot that pillar down, and I ended up getting hit, and I was just livid. I can't remember if I actually smacked her with it or not. But either way, I mean, I was just so frustrated. The time limit is one of my biggest banes in video games, because it's just not like, between time limits and just being dealt a huge amount of damage, those things are just not fun to me. I really don't find it something difficult just because they looked at me wrong and I died. I prefer a challenge where the enemy has this diverse move set, and that you learn and adapt, so you can, what I'm doing here, properly dodge the moves that I need to, and attack or punish the ones that the monster basically puts themselves in an unsafe situation. I like that. I like that exchange of attacks and dodging and moving. Not that, oh, I just looked at you wrong and you're already dead. But anyway, a lot of people just have their own taste in difficulty. That's just mine. Overall, that was the strategy, and it worked out well for me. I'm gonna just leave the rest of this video play on its own so you can watch what happens. But I'm just gonna have more fun when Iceborne comes out and I can fight Velkhana with my actual set, because I don't have to worry about healing, because my great sword, every single one of those head smacks, I'm gonna heal. I'm gonna have better armor to resist her ice blight and ice damage, and with master rank armors being a thing, I'm probably gonna get something better. So this fight is gonna be just 10 times easier and more fun when I can be better equipped. Right now it was just frustrating because of the time limit, and just having this sort of basic armor set. Because this armor set can definitely be way better. Anyway, that's all from me. Sorry for ranting. I just wanted to get that off my chest, because I honestly got very frustrated with this match, but at the same time I was quite satisfied when I defeated it. And I was like, yes! And I won by doing something I did not expect would work. But I'm glad it did. Anyways, please enjoy the rest of the video. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, take care and have fun playing. Lates!